Shalom. All praise and glory be unto Yahweh. Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Ba'ashim Rakak Wadash. Double unto the elder apostle, a great millstone, rule well. Others and salutations to you, Akim. That's doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom to the few Akwaf that believe, listen, and learn. This video right here is entitled Nice Suits. And the reason why I entitled it Nice Suits because it seems to me that, for the most part, Jake, when I say Jake, I'm talking about all the tribes, I'm talking about all you Israelites out there, whether you so-called Negro tribes, so-called Latin tribes, so-called, so-called Native American Indian tribes, all the 12 tribes. It seems to me that someone that dresses real nice or dresses in a nice suit, you perceive him to, you take it as, or you perceive them to be wise, or men of understanding in this world. And that's the wrong way to look at, a man in this world, because that's just a gimmick that can distract you, all right, from one's spirit or one's purpose, all right, or intent of the heart, which is the mind. Right, you can be blindsided by someone's nice apparel. So, without any further ado, I'm going to only go to the book of not Ecclesiastes, but First Corinthians. All right, let's go to First Corinthians. All right, chapter 3 and 18, because a lot of men in this world that you think are wise are really foolish. All right, so this is First Corinthians chapter 3, starting at verse 18. It says, "Let no man deceive you. Let no man deceive himself." I'm sorry. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. Yeah, because especially when you learn this truth, this knowledge that we have, you realize you was dumb as shit out here in this world. You was really just ignorant to the fact of life itself and what was really going on, and why we're living in such conditions. We didn't know anything, okay? Even though we may have been upset at the suppression or what have you. But still, we didn't know jack diddly squat, until we learned this knowledge. All right? Verse 19. "For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness." That's the reason why, the scripture say let him become a fool, because this world you gain, well, in this world you gain a lot of knowledge according to this world. And that only get you so far in life, especially if you're an Israelite. It don't really get you far in life at all. Right? And you learn a lot of things that are really nonsense. Right? You learn things that are far from the truth in this world. Basically, you learn a bunch of lies and, a lot of indoctrination that Esau wants you to learn in this world. All right? And what Esau perceives as one being smart or knowledgeable. Okay? But when you learn, all right, the scriptures, which I believe it was Ronald Reagan, President Ronald Reagan, that said that the best education you can have is a Bible education. Okay, and that's true, because no one's trying to do archaeology work or no one's trying to search out far and wide things that are in any other book except for the Bible. All right, they take the Bible and they look up different things far as archaeologists, all right, and they search out the things that are said in the scriptures. They look at the geographical location. They look up things, all right. So even they know that this book is real. And they know that being educated within this book puts a man above most, all right. At least on a mental, all right, a mental and spirit working with you. You do a more spiritual level, all right, which they're Israelites, okay, as far as the ones that are enlightened with the mysteries of the Bible, all right. That's the men that have real wisdom, real knowledge, and understanding, okay. So continue with Lord, verse 20. What? That's it. That's it. Matter of fact, we'll jump down to what's it on that one? Yeah, let's jump down to 20. Yeah, I'm at 20. Slaki. I want to go to the precept, but before that, I'm gonna finish up this precept. Verse 20, still in 1 Corinthians 3:20, it says, "And again, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. Therefore, let no man glory in men, for all things are yours." So, pretty much, the Lord knows the thoughts of the wise of this world, and pretty much, their vain thoughts. All right, people can go to college, get a master's degree, doctorate degree. They think they're on some level, but really, you know, to build the Lord, you really a bunch of foolish individuals. Right? That doctorate degree or master's degree, that doesn't make you excuse doesn't make you a man of understanding. Right? The most simple-minded people in the world are college educated people. All right. And I found that to be true uh, when when the Lord first put me on this path of righteousness. All right. Many college kids don't know simple, basic words. But anyway, this is Ecclesiasticus 21:7. It says, "An eloquent man is known far and near, but a man of understanding knoweth when he slippeth." Yeah, you got guys in this world that they are eloquent speakers. All right, but that's not gonna get you into the kingdom. Okay. So what good is there being eloquent in speech, but you don't have any knowledge, wisdom, or understanding to go along with that speech? All right. To plant the seed of righteousness in one's mind. Okay. See, there are many guys in this world that are eloquent in speech, but they're not serving. All right, they're not serving Yahweh Bashim Shai, so they really are nothing in reality. All right, 1 Corinthians 1 and verse. Let's go to verse. Let's see, we start a bit. Let's go to verse 25. 1 Corinthians 1 and 25. Because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men. Well, that right there let you know what's the deal as far as if you have a man in this world and he don't believe in the Most High, the real Most High, which is the power of Israel, the Most High be Father Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shai. All right. So, if you don't have the Father and the Son, all right, I mean, you really just dead out here in this world because It's because of the Heavenly Father and the Son we have this wisdom that we have. All right, because of the Most High, the Heavenly Father first and foremost, and then His Son Yahweh Shah dying for us Israelites. All right, that we're able to have the knowledge and understanding that we have. All right, verse 26. It says, "For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called." Yeah, because there are noble men in this society. There are uh, there are mighty men and wise men after the flesh, right? According, according to men, right? And what the Most High do? He choose the foolish things to confound them. Okay. I'm sorry. Well, let me keep on reading verse 27. It's going to actually say it. It says, "But the Most High had chosen the foolish things of this world, of the world, I'm sorry, to confound the wise. And the Most High had chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. And base things of the world, and things which are despised, had the Most High chosen, yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are, that no flesh should glory in His presence." See, so when you think about it, you really should boast about the so-called knowledge you have in this world, because it's foolishness. Okay, the scripture said that the Most High, it says that the Most High, uh, foolishness is wiser than men. All right, that's a big statement right there, but it's true. All right, let's go back to Ecclesiastes. That was so true. Go back to Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach. Go to chapter 21 and 18. And it reads, "As is a house that is destroyed, so is wisdom to a fool. And the knowledge of the unwise is as talk without sense." Yeah, because when you be around people that call themselves or think themselves to be wise in this world, you quickly see that, all right, they talk without any sense. All right, the things they say don't make sense at all. So really, talking to men of understanding, all right, talking to men of understanding, men like that seem foolish in our eyes. Okay, it says, uh, verse 19, doctrine unto fools. I'm sorry, doctrine unto fools is as feathers on the feet, and like manacles on the right hand. See, hey man, let's go to that was that was right on the money right there. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. All right, Ecclesiastes though, because in this world, people look down on us because we're common men. All right, we're common men. We don't have wealth and all that stuff. We're just common folk. In this world, so to speak. But we live a very humble life, for the most part. A lot of us, a lot of us have to work. These average Joe jobs, because we live like average Joe people. As far as you know, again, being on this, being just living in this lower state. We don't have, we don't have the luxury to live in wealth as do some of our people in this world. So, back in Ecclesiastes, where it speaks about the poor man's wisdom, because that's what we are in this world. We're poor wise men. Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 16. Well, let's start up a bit, actually. Ecclesiastes 9 and verse 14. It says, there was a little city and few men within it. And there came a great king against it, and besieged it, and built great bulwarks against it. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and and he by his wisdom delivered the city, yet no man remembered that same poor man. Right, because he was poor. Even though the wisdom he had, all right, it delivered the city. And that's how it is in this world. You know, if you're a poor man, no one remember a poor man. All right, excuse me, but a rich man, people remember. They look as if a rich man in this world, like he's a god or something. That's so far from reality. Okay, so far from reality. As poor men, we look down upon. It says, verse 16. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. And that's the reason why you of our people that pass by the camps, you look down on us, man. As do the heathen, especially these Edomites, okay? But you have our people that look down on us as well. See? Let's go to back to Ecclesiastes. Well, back there, let's go to chapter 13 and 23. It says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith, they extol him to the clouds. See, they take a rich man's word, and they in awe when he speaks. Basically, is what the scripture said. They're glued to this man. He's a rich man. He got great wealth. His words that he said, they extol it to the clouds. Meaning what? They put his words that come out of his mouth on the pedestal, or they pedestalize his words, if you will. All right, they exalt his words as if it's the truth, because he's a rich man, or he knows what he's doing. But a man of wisdom, all right, is filled with the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the scriptures. You wouldn't get that same reaction from people. Okay. Let's go from there. We're going to go to 2 Corinthians chapter 3 and see about the 12th verse. 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 12. It says, seeing then that we have such hope, we use great plainness of speech. Yeah, because when you watch the elder apostles, you watch the young elders, you watch brothers and sisters in the state for many years, multiple years. You got young brothers like myself. They have some years under our belts. When we out teaching, we use plain words, man. Words that can be understood. And if we don't use plain words, we use like big words that people, common folk, don't understand. We'll go into the word and break it down. All right, we'll look up the word, give the meaning of it, and all that, man. We look up our words. Okay. So pretty much, our speech is plain because the scriptures even speak about making it plain. All right, just like the Lord told Habakkuk, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. All right, we make the words of Yahweh should be our shot plain unto you, easily understood. All right, well, the scriptures speak about words easy to be understood. Let's go to what's that? 1 Corinthians 14, in verse 9. It says, "So likewise ye, except ye utter by the tongue words easy to be understood, how shall it be known what is spoken?" All right. So the point is, use words that can be easily understood. You don't have to be so eloquent in speech or so uh, so great with great words or big words, man. You can use common sense, plain language with people, and people understand the message better than anyway. All right. Trying to, people do it to make themselves seem like they're on some type of level, you know. but then, but all that being said, this is something you should do uh, when you meet a man, you of your brethren or kindred, because you got, you know, basically different camps out here. You have a lot of religious things that our people still get into, as far as with who they follow. There's only, excuse me, there's only one God. Right? There's only one living power, true living power, and that's the Heavenly Father, the Son, Yahweh Wah, Yahweh Shai. All right, and pretty much, if they're not sure that they believe in Yahweh Wah, Yahweh Shai, you really should just abhor them. All right, but the scriptures do say you can live peaceably among all men, but really, you don't want to be around those type of people. You know, you want to limit yourself. Whether they're relatives, you may have cousins. I have cousins that they may come around, but I have to limit myself from being around them, to those individuals. All right, I have to refrain from associating myself with all these worldly folks, because that could that could pull you away if you let it, or if you're not strong enough in the spirit. 1 John 4:1, "Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are going out into the world." So when you meet a man, you should try a spirit to see if it's of the Most High or not. Okay, that's the way you want to. That's the way you want to, pretty much see if a man is of uplifting the words or publish the words of Yahweh Shem Shai in truth and sincerity. Those kind of men you should surround yourself around. If you're around them, at least. Uh, this is I believe you. I believe you with this. This is Ecclesiasticus. Back in Ecclesiasticus, in these wisdom books today. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6. It will start at let's see. Let's start at verse 32. It says, "My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught, and if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding, and if thou bow down, and if thou bow thine ear," it's like got a little tongue tied. "And if thou bow thine ear thou shalt be wise. It says, stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. You know, many of us, we don't go and visit the elders, elder apostles, but when we watch the videos of them teaching, it's like we're there in spirit, man. All right, it feels like you're there in spirit because you're so in tune with, with listening to, their godly discourse they have when they're out teaching. All right, their, you know, breakdowns that they have taught us and still teach us to this very day. That's that gets you excited in the spirit to see those men even be laboring so many years. It motivates you in the spirit. All right, it says, verse 36, and if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. You find a wise man that's of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Hey, we're the footsteps, all right, of his door. Verse 37, let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart and give thee wisdom at thy own desires. So this is my message pretty much to you Israelites out there that may may be inquiring of the truth or seeking the truth. Once you excuse me, once you look into pretty much without emotion, because a lot of our people get emotional, but if you're looking into learn the scriptures, all right, or just learning pretty much the words of prophecy, all right, learning the scriptures, as a whole. What you basically have to do is, all right, find you a wise man of understanding that know the scriptures. All right, start with the the other apostles on down. I believe that that these men of understanding that made us of understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. I think that that'd be a good start. So with that being said, Lord willing, you were edified. Until next time, I say shalom.